We're posting up too.
Nigga gotta go.
We don't even need because it's going into there. What are you doing in there?
Back up, nigga. Back up. I don't trust nothing. Everything gets backed up. I'm scared for my whole life.
You obviously don't trust no goddamn ice either. Look at all this ice he got backed up. Yeah, backed up.
Back it up.
This look like that meme you be seeing, like the insert quote here. You know, at the it be having like underneath the iceberg, work, family, dedication.
Good night.
Except for his, this is all Hennessy, so it's
Hennessy. Y'all mind your business out there. Y'all mind your business.
So all his thing on that meme would say drunk, mo drunk, drunk.
Is it time to drink again?
Knocked out.
Let's go. Round 2. Fight. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I am your man, Anthony Smith, and I'm sitting here with my guy.
Yo, P in the building.
And this is Chop It Up, your weekly dose of the photo and video. And this week on Chop It Up, this is season 2, episode 3.
Trace.
I'm so proud of us, the way we looking, the way we sounding, the way we grinding, the way we still in here doing what we love to do just for the hell of it. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. I hope that, not a hope, because I know just due to the comments and the stuff that we get feedback wise that we are out there really making a difference and helping people. And it don't matter if we're helping thousands or if we're helping 2 or 3. As long as somebody's getting the message and they can spread the word, that's all we doing this for. That's all we asking for. You know, we're just trying to, once again, to reiterate what we're doing here is we're just trying to be that outlet that we didn't have, and give that to somebody else.
Right, and you know it's working. It's working. You know, there's folks that locally that are tapped in with us, and I'm seeing like the footage get better, and you know we're able to conversate like, oh man, you guys touched on that now. You know that's the stuff that keeps us going. You know, we're definitely not chasing no fame. If it happens, that's cool. But if it don't, we still gonna be in front of this camera.
We still gonna be rocking.
Right, we still gonna do it regardless. So.
One thing that we haven't touched on in season 1, and this being new to season 2, is the comfort thing. Like being comfortable when you out there on a gig. And also we're going to go over our favorite cameras that we're using still on a weekly basis to do photo and video. So what's not in our camera bag, but what's our main daily shooter?
Yeah, so what comfort, man, like whether it if I mean, obviously the number one, I think, color everybody would rock is black.
Black and white.
Black.
You
all
cannot
day.
go wrong with black and white, no matter,
it don't matter
what the event is.
Right.
And I want to start off because back in the day, you tend to see guys and they look like they are a part of the wedding. You cannot tell me, the photographer, 8-9 years ago didn't look like he could be a groomsman.
Right, he was
that fly, suited and booted. I'm talking about the jacket, the tie. He looked like he was one of the groomsmen that just stepped back, grabbed the camera, and started shooting the guests and shooting everybody else that was in there.
And to me, whenever I used to see that, I just, and not knocking anybody that might, you know, I'm not trying to talk trash to nobody, but
I am.
But that just let me know that you wasn't on your game. You wasn't there to work.
Nah.
If you was in a suit and a tie and this and this and that, I understand there are some of those gigs where that is like warranted and you got to like.
Pete don't put together a boot camp for y'all, because when y'all see this man out there doing his the moves, nigga, y'all better knock it off. You're gonna realize you cannot get down and dirty like that.
You just can't, man.
Those kinds of situations in that outfit, you can't do it.
And I think you have to put
the groomsmen are uncomfortable, right, and they ain't doing nothing but standing there.
Right. You just got to put that expectation out there. Like I'm telling you, the expectation that these folks have, like I'm filming a graduation tomorrow. I told them I am going to look like a lawn man.
Right.
Because it's going to be 100 degrees. It's going to be 100 degrees. It's going to be hot, and I'm going to be shooting for 6 hours straight.
Right. So talk to me from, let's talk weddings, because that's one of the things that you kill everything, but that's one of the things where I feel like you are a staple, and that's one of the things that's most traditional in all form factors. So give them the layout from I would say head to toe, but we into kicks, so we're gonna start with the kicks first and go up.
So it depends. It depends. Like if it's in like Escondido area, or like if it's very hilly, I'm gonna wear a neutral running shoe. More than likely, that's typically what I go to. I either go to a neutral running shoe, which is typically gray, or black, or to me, I'm just gonna wear what's comfortable.
Okay.
And
Now, have you ever had a client complain?
never,
Okay.
never. And because I explained that from the jump,
Right.
and I ask them like, is this something that you need me to formally dress up for? Because, and then I'll get to how I formally dress for something.
Okay. Go ahead.
Still
I
fit.
hate to cut you off, but I be having questions
No,
too.
you
You know what I
good.
mean?
You
And I know
good.
somebody else out there got the same questions I got. Like, okay, so what is that? Go a little deeper in there. But go ahead.
I think, or you can never go wrong with a pair of Vans, some classic old schools, or just a pair of Chucks that are broken in. Please
Yes.
do not buy no Chucks
Don't.
the night before and think that you're going to. Same thing with Vans. Break your shoes in with whatever. That's one thing I will pick because, I will wear, I have formal shoes. Like I'm big with Clarks. Clarks have very,
thick soles.
they have thick
That
soles,
comfort.
really good comfort, and they're very casual, so you
Yeah.
get away with them. But break in your shoe, no matter what it is, and don't. One thing I don't think that you should show up in is some flashy J's or some like just
You don't wanna
wear
steal the
something-
shine. You wanna-
right?
you know what I
wear
mean? You
something
wanna-
nice and sleek where you can be discreet in the background.
Right.
Like don't wear too loud of colors. I think that you can fit in if you would like, but like at the same time, you don't want to wear something that's going to bring too much attention to you,
Right.
because then you're kind of gonna like take away from the moment, and you
Yeah.
don't want to do that. If you know how to dress, that's cool.
Yeah.
Save that for your own shit. When
So-
you out and you doing your own thug thizzle, you know what I'm saying? Their wedding day is their day.
100%.
I also like to wear. I don't necessarily like wearing like super tight shirts. I typically if I'm not shooting, then yeah, I'm gonna wear it a little bit more form fitted. But if I'm out, I wear it loose.
Yeah.
I wear a little looser fit, not to where it looks sloppy. But like typically, like if I'm in my daily wear, when I'm shooting,
You tucked in or you untucked?
I'm untucked. I gotta be untucked.
Gotta have that move.
because if not, you one deep
You
breath away from
restricted.
you one
Busting somebody with a button.
right. You one deep. Well, when your shirt come untucked out that belt, and then it start looking all like looking like you got a burrito, like you trying to hide something in your shirt, like
What's going on, bro?
right. So
Is that an extra lens?
but I mean, my typical go to fit is gonna be a pair of Vans, a neutral color, if a formal fit, I would say,
Yeah.
a neutral color jogger. I wear
Okay.
joggers because the high ankle thing is
Yeah.
in right now, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wear
yeah.
a low top shoe, and then we ain't worried about our ankle showing, so I'm wearing some a deep color jogger because you don't want to mess around and show any sweat stains. It happens. Folks be sweating. You just never know what you're gonna get put into. You might get
Right.
into a room that ain't got no AC.
Right.
You in there baking. You already nervous. You already
Yeah.
Or you might get into a room where the lights are super hot.
Okay.
So I always wear lightweight there, and then I just got I typically just wear a black shirt
Okay.
for the most part. If I gotta dress up, then I'm gonna wear. I kind of wear like I'll wear a neutral color,
Okay.
short sleeve, something with a little pattern. So
Right.
I don't something.
The
real
lighter
small.
the shirt, the more sweat you're gonna see.
Right. So I wear it's a darker color for the
Yeah.
most part, and if it's not, it's a thicker material.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
thicker material.
And don't think, because I've done this on multiple times. I wear the white and then I throw the undershirt on, like the sweat is gonna stop at the
Hell
undershirt.
nah, it's gonna.
What?
It'd be like, come here, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
What?
I got
that
more layers.
shirt just suck it up. And
Right.
you'd be like, oh man, and then you ain't got no chance to take it off. No, none of that. So for me, what I used to do,
You used to
was-
come, boy.
I would have two pair of shoes first off, right? And while the wedding ceremony was going, I would be more in like some loafers, like something more casual, like as if I was a guest. And now I'm over that shit.
I used to be. I'm telling you, he used to be in there. I used to see his little ashy ankles running around. I'm like, how the hell is he wearing?
Yes, girl.
Right.
Yes.
In there with the Tic Tacs. He got the Tic Tacs on, man. I'm like, how the hell is he even running around with that,
Hey,
man?
that's out. That's out. That's
you guys
out.
gotta be comfortable, man. Like I said, like
out.
it don't gotta be J's or nothing like that. You can still find Vans have every color.
Yeah.
And you're never gonna take away attention with unless you come showing up with some tie-dye Vans, which whatever. If that's your style, then be you at the end of the day. But
And I'm gonna tell you one more thing. Hold on. Where's that gym button before I mess this up? Yeah.
I got you, player.
All right. Me and my lady have this inside joke, but what I call them is silky draws.
What?
Silky draws.
You be wearing silky draws?
That's what I be wearing. Silky draws.
What the
Them
hell?
athletic.
The dry fit joints.
The dry.
Yep.
I call them silky draws. He was clowning, but now he know what I'm talking about. He didn't know
Yeah,
what I was
got
talking
some
about.
too.
Them
They
dry
got the
fit-
Climacool
Hey.
material in them. They come
Hey.
in clutch.
Clutch.
I'm gonna tell you why
The
they come in
very
clutch. I'm gonna
first
tell you a
time
story.
I accidentally put them on instead of the standard cotton joints, I'll never go back. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you, we talked about this in season 1 when I crashed my drone. I had to climb up that mountain. that was in the middle of the day. That was at 2:00 in the day.
Went
And-
back the next day and found the drone.
Right,
Hello.
but I had extra time, so I tried to run up that mountain and find it the same day. I ripped my jeans,
Did you?
crotch straight over this. Whap.
Mm.
So I mean that was whatever. But I had on silky draws.
Yes, I'm telling you.
I had on silky
Hey,
draws.
them silky
So
draws.
even sometimes I would have to hit angles and the flap would open up and you just saw my butt cheek that day. It just but it didn't look moist. That's what I was getting to.
Oh,
the
my
silky
goodness.
draws came in clutch.
Oh my gosh.
And you-
You a fool for that one. Clutch. No moisture. I'm telling you.
Get you some silky draws, y'all.
Mandatory on the silky draws.
They go on sale around the holidays.
Summertime, man, you gotta have them, bro. I can't. It's just a different type of comfort for my gentlemen that are out there. Ladies, I'm sure y'all know, what you guys can and cannot get away with. The other thing is, if you're gonna go super formal on the pants and even the tops, they have flex fit.
Right. You want to get some stretchy material, something that's going to move with you. Do not be
I
trying.
feel like
right.
the men have been getting played because the very first time I bought some jeans and they stretched,
Oh, that's a whole different world, bro.
oh my gosh.
You trying to break in
like,
some Levi's? You know how long it
What?
takes to break in some Levi's?
what? These jeans was skinny, boy, and I'm scared to sit down. I'm shook. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it in these. Like, I go to sit down and I was like, ooh. Let's do that again. Ooh. I looked over at my girl like, hey, babe, my jeans popping.
This guy, there's something wrong with this guy.
She looked at me like all my jeans do that. And I felt at that moment, men, we have been getting played for generations upon generations because
Right.
women
Even-
have been
right.
having flex fit jeans. And that's why when you see them jumping and bouncing in them joints, but they still fitting, it's them
straight.
flex
Right.
joints. And I feel like the only reason why we have them down is because the trend is these skinny jeans. And the only way to get them, I don't want to say the only way, but it helps.
Right.
Period.
Right. 100% it helps.
And it comfort wise, when you have to move somewhere and you don't feel that Levi basically pulling your thighs back together, and you could get over there and make the move that you got to make. Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
Now I will say, sometimes when I will wear a tighter fitted shirt when I know I'm bringing my double sling,
Okay.
but that makes the outfit look more
Yes.
formal.
Yes.
The equipment at that point makes it look formal because it's 2 leather straps. I was gifted
Some fire.
a custom sling,
fire.
a custom sling.
Me and my girlfriend almost got in an argument over this nigga's gift. Period. That's how tight it was.
My baby hooked me up, man, and but that thing, like, I'm able to throw on a tighter fitted shirt and with the strapping, it looks.
I
super
got the
formal.
Amazon special. This nigga got the 1 of 1 leather. It looked like somebody hand stitched this shit, busted the buttons in with the little hammer with the ping on the end. Come on now.
It's nice. It is.
My little Amazon joint.
It got
I
my
put that
name on the
70
back and
200
everything.
It got your name.
got
See,
my- you didn't see that vision by pressing on the back?
Baby, we're going to have a real serious talk when you get home tonight, goddammit. We're going to have a real serious talk tonight because we're going to have to worry. We're going to have to really figure out these gifts. You know what I mean? Or just start giving me gift cards. I ain't
But
gonna
yeah,
do it like
but yeah, guys, you know, like, you can never go wrong with just having basic clothes on. Don't worry about having no Nike swoosh on your, you know, that nobody's paying attention to
But
you.
let the client know, because the last thing that you want to do is show up and they're expecting to see you in their head a certain way. And
Right.
you come
Right, you gotta ask. You gotta communicate it.
you come comfortable, but for what you feel is comfortable may not suit what they feel they need for that event.
And if you ever want to question, like, what is something casual but still professional, you can Google. Hold on.
Gym time.
All you have to do is Google pro casual,
That's it.
pro casual outfits, and it'll let you know. Like, okay, well, I can do that, and you know that's still business casual. Cool.
Yeah. And it's gonna
And
be
you won't be in trouble
won't-
at all.
at all. At all.
It'll steer you right in the right direction, man.
And the one thing that I always do that I hate that I do it, and it's because I don't have enough business or dress casual clothes, is wait until the damn night before.
Oh, this boy always at the Burlington or the Ross, super last minute for everything. Even when he go on vacation, it's the same
Hey.
damn thing.
I can't help it. I do not like shopping. Okay, so this is weird, right? I don't like shopping
It's-
for clothes.
I was gonna say you damn sure like
I
shopping.
don't like shopping for clothes, but I don't like ordering clothes either. Does that make sense?
I think I'm right with you because when I do go shopping for clothes, I buy in bulk.
Yeah,
If I'm in the store,
yes. If I
I'm-
see a
I'm-
shirt that I
right,
like, I'm buying
all the colors.
It's 4 larges right there. I need all 4 of them.
Right, and I buy in bulk, so I don't have to go mess with it again unless I gain some weight or something like that.
And everything is
I'm getting-
seasonal. So sometimes
Right.
there's been so many times that I've seen, like, there's a sweater I'm looking for still to this day every winter that winter comes around, and it's never been back around.
Yeah, that's your fault.
It is. And I had the other one in the bag, and I put it back, and I had it, and and I think my cousin got me for the one. Anyways, but enough about that. You know what I mean? Make sure that you're dressing comfortable out there. Don't wait until the last minute and be like me. Be prepared. Because weddings and events that need you or require you to dress formal, you have notice.
Right. Yep.
It's not a house party. They didn't call you on Thursday to come Friday or Saturday. You know what I mean? It's not something that just your homie called you up for and he's like, hey, pull up, let's shoot. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You had months and months in advance. You met them multiple times. Like, take that time to figure out the outfit that you're going to wear, put it to the side. It's just the same thing with charging your batteries and everything that needs to be on that list of things that you're doing prior to the gig. And it sucks that I know all of this and I still don't do it.
Right. He's trying to help y'all like through his
Still don't do it. But I don't like
Right.
weddings either. You know what I mean?
this guy.
I could dress however I want to with the dogs. You feel me? We in here. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God!
My
All right,
shirt
so
popping
what?
too.
So what Camry you using in 2020?
Ooh.
What's your main body?
Ooh, y'all know what my main should be. But my main is the EOSR, period. Point blank, period. I don't care. I love everything that I get out of the EOSR, but the main thing that I love about this camera that is overlooked is the built-in ND. You buy that attachment, that's gonna be the best. I think it was like maybe $200-300. Put it on the front of the lens. You put your lens on. No matter what lens you put in front of it, it has ND. And when you're shooting at a lot of the style of events that myself, P, you guys are first going to be starting off shooting at, it's a lot of run and gun. You're moving,
Right.
you're changing setups, you're doing this, you're doing that. And sometimes, and I do have the Peter McKinnon ND, so it's not like my other NDs are like cheaper NDs. No, it's the fact of every single time I go to grab the Peter McKinnon ND, I have to grab a step down ring to put
Right,
it
you
onto
gotta
a
adapt it.
lens,
Right.
and then I got to find a different step down ring when I want to change another lens. It does not matter what lens I throw on my EOS R, it automatically has ND. And for you guys that shoot in difficult lighting situations or lighting situations that are changing from going inside to outside to, oh my God, man, it just makes my life just 100 times easier, period.
I hear you. For now, are you using that for photography and video?
Photography, I'm still leaning toward my A7 III. It's something about the dynamic range that the A7 III that Sony has that the Canons just don't have. The Canon has the color
Right,
science,
it's the
right?
colors,
You're going to
yep.
shoot and it's going to look amazing no matter what the race of the person is that you are shooting. You're going to get true to life colors. With the Sony, you have to work with the colors a little bit more when you're working with fair skin because it's going to bring in more of the green tones. You fix the greens, then the magenta's in too high. It's always something skin tone wise that you have to mess with. But I tend to shoot a lot of, you know what I mean, African American people. So for me, the Sony, I don't really have those problems. Like I can pull the greens out real quick and make the image look amazing. If the sky's a little bit blown out, I can bring the sky all the way back and not have to worry about any detail being lost or anything like that. So on the photo side, I'm still loving the A7 III, but I'm just to the point with the EOS R, it's like it's good enough. And the autofocus, man, is just
On that Sony?
insane on that Sony.
It's stupid.
Insane on that Sony.
It grabs it that the autofocus on the
It grabs
on-
and it doesn't miss.
Right, I'm on the same page with the photography as far as the A7 III. It grabs eyes so good, it makes it's irritating
Mm-hmm.
sometimes where you have to turn it off. Like if it sees a corner
Yes.
or any speck of an eye, it is not moving off of
Through
that spot.
glasses,
It
through
does not.
anything.
It is
does not care.
crazy. It is crazy. Like if you try to get that typical, like especially at weddings, you want to
Yes.
get the shot with the rings out here. If it sees a face,
It's
a
grabbing.
wrap.
Yeah. You got to
So
turn
you
it
got
off.
you got to turn it off, and But that, like for me, that's what I'm using
And
photography
also,
wise.
a lot of the people in the dog industry like don't use Sonys. Everybody's on Canon, and it's because Canon has been an industry standard, right? Just Canon has been an industry standard in photography for so many different reasons on so many form factors. But the eye grabbing works for pets as well.
Right, they did that update last year.
Oh
on it. Yep.
my gosh. So for you to not have to worry about what's in focus and you can just sit there and worry about the composition.
Right, it makes it so much easier because for me, being I've never been an amazing photographer. I'm still not. But the Sony makes me feel like I know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
because I don't have to worry about it being in
Yeah.
focus.
And then it makes you like when we talk about Rambo P and like we've both been at events where we have two cameras on us and being able to pull that Sony up
And not even
and
worry.
know that it's not missing.
I don't like. Sometimes I just make sure it's level,
I flew to Italy
and then I just.
and they hired their photographer for out there, right? This photographer, I wasn't even hired to do the photography. They literally flew me out there just to do the video. But I had this Sony, and I'm like, I'm getting shots. You know what I mean?
Right.
The guy asked another guy, who is he? Like, what is that right there? What is that guy right there with 3 cameras? Like, why is he all over the place doing this and that, right? The guy laughs. He looks over and he tells him who I am, and he just like nods his head. He looks over, he shakes my hand and keeps it moving. So it was dope to have that acknowledgement, even though the language barrier was
Right,
like,
because they know your gear, they recognize it.
and I'm like, like you're basically slowing me down because I need to come in here and I need to get a smooth video clip,
Right, get up out of here. Bye.
and I need to get this photo real quick.
Right, get up
And
out
the
my way.
thing that
player.
made me feel 10 times better about the situation was I wasn't out there to do the photography, and to me, it's a bonus when you can add value to the client, right? So even though I wasn't booked to do the photography, me shooting the show, I have no worries on my shoulders, right?
100%.
Because I'm not there to do that.
Right.
And I know my video side of things in that world so well that it's second nature. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like having a third arm. I don't have to worry about that. So me getting these shots on top of that was just a bonus. So then at the end of everything, I shoot him the video and he hits me up and he's like, "Hey, what happened to the pictures you shot?" And I'm like, "You had a photographer out there. I just shot those for myself." And he's like, "Oh, well, you mind if I see a couple? Because I got the ones from the photographer out here and I didn't really care for them." And I was like, "Yeah, you can see him." Shot him a couple pictures.
Already knew it was
Hey,
gonna be
he was
fire.
like,
fire.
"Oh, well," then I was like,
Right.
shoot your boy that quick,
Upsell them.
that quick, you know what I mean?
That's how you upsell.
Quick little gym for that ass.
That's how you upsell your own gig, man. Sometimes, yeah, you definitely want to carry a camera body that you're able to do that. Not even just to upsell. It's just to make sure that, because you don't always have somebody second shooting for you that can help you document it. So you want to make sure that you're able to be put in a position to get
Right.
You got to promote yourself.
Yes.
You got to promote yourself sometimes.
This is Mr. Self-Promotion right here. If y'all didn't know, y'all think it's a team behind this vision.
But my main camera body video still is going to be GH5. That I have not found a camera body for how I shoot, the way that I shoot, and the just everything about that camera to replace it. I haven't, I'm looking at the new one, the full sensor joint, but I'm gonna wait a couple more updates before I even consider it.
Yeah.
Because right now it's like, why?
That's the Panasonic SH1. For
Right.
those that don't know, Panasonic dropped a full frame, and that's what P's referring to.
I've been on it since it dropped, and it's still got some ways to go around. It's still got a couple updates, but
In my opinion, if they would have thrown an EF mount on that camera, it would have been flying off the shelf.
100%. That's one thing that is like that's irritating me about it is a whole different damn mount.
Yes.
It's not even anything out there with it.
No.
So
And-
I'm definitely gonna let them mess with it and let them update it to. I don't even want to go through it.
Right.
Fix it up, do what you got to do. Let me know what adapter works for it, and then I'm on with you. You know what I'm saying?
On top of being able to upsell, you have to, when you travel, if you have an extra camera body, take it with you. You never know what's going to happen. You never know when your camera's going to take a shit. Luckily, we haven't had that issue, but there has been a time when I forgot to do an update, went to go put a lens on, and the lens wouldn't adapt. It was adapting, but it was telling me that there was an issue with the focus.
Oh, so you couldn't use no autofocus.
I didn't even, instead of flipping it to manual and being able to finish the gig, I just grabbed the other camera body right out the bag
like,
and
fuck
just
it.
boom, boom, boom.
We gonna know
finish
what
it
we
up.
gonna use what.
They never knew what happened, but it's those moments when you're sitting over there for that 10 seconds that feels like an eternity that, oh my Lord, you got to do something.
That shit happened to me with the A7 when I first bought it. I almost blew it up. I'm like, I'm gonna put this shit to the test, see what it can do.
4K all day. Blow it up.
all day, and I'm gonna run an external into it.
Woo.
An external monitor. I wore that thing out, and it overheated on me like a motherfucker. It was mad. I was taking photos, but I wanted to know what it could do.
Right.
I'm so confident in shooting weddings at this point that I'm like, I know I'll get the wedding, but I'm gonna push it because I want to know where my levels are at.
Right. All right, you guys. We are getting to the end of the show. I'm your man, Anthony Smith.
Yo, P in the building.
And this is
we if y'all watched the episode, we pointed at because we can see there's a timer and we only got so much time to record.
Gotta go, niggas.
Yeah.